Hello, people leaps with Cracker Leckin. Sorry if your world is fucking rocking. This fucking stand is busted. I don't know, it's like the hard material that's in the fucking bottom part of the stand to give it weight. It's like, anyway, blah, 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 blah. Let's ring the bell. So listen, you guys, I just wanted to come on here real quick because I feel fucking amazing and great. And, I don't like that it does that. Here, let's try to see if we can stick a thing under there. Stick a thing. Maybe it'll make it more stable. Nope, not happening. How about that? How about that, yo? Anyway, I just wanted to take this moment, 55, 0055 as a matter of fact, and say, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I love the fact, and I'm so blessed that shooting videos, just talking and shooting these videos sets my soul on fire. Makes my heart sing. 22. Oh, 122, sorry. Did I mention it was 144 when I started this? Let me write that down because that's probably going to have something to do with something, I'm sure. Anyway, this is my fucking passion. 144. This is my passion. This is what I love. When I don't feel good, when I'm down or whatever, and I shoot videos, I don't always... I didn't yesterday, did I? Makes me feel better. You know? 202. What's your heart say? What's your head say? So I'm maneuvering it and trying to find a new way of being and living. 211. Every time I say 211, I was here in progress. Brings me back to, what was that show? Adam 12. When I was a kid. Cop show. We have a 211 in progress. So, somebody's trying to steal your heart. Hopefully not at gunpoint. Just thank you. 244. I love, this is my passion, my love. So, what are we going to do? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? How am I going to live? How am I going to pay for things? I don't know. But I am figuring out one thing. Now that I found out that you can get air conditioning, and I could probably, or I could put it in my Pilot. Because that's my one thing is I want to be cool. I don't have air conditioning in my Pilot right now. It needs to be charged. That's an easy fix, right? It just takes moolah. And that I'll have, no problem. I'll have that, no problem. But, you know, going back to that, well, not with you, but anyway. I know, I'm so all over the place because I feel 333 so fucking amazing. I need to slow down. Slow down. Take a breath. These are chakra affirmation cards that I have back again. Guess who's back? Back again. I want one, though, okay? Thank you. Third eye chakra. Seek only truth. I see each day as an opportunity to do good things for the sake of humanity. Bow. And that's my intention here. Shooting these videos, sharing my knowledge, sharing what I've gone through, what I'm going through, what messages come through. I heard from the higher realms. Thank you. Oh, look at this. This is the heart chakra. Love is divine power. Oh, that is so fucking true. Look at that. I'm speaking. Okay, I could do this all day. Let's just stop. That's why I wanted to have one come out so I don't do that. But it's so much fun. I forgive myself. Maybe we'll do that later. But, things always seem better in our mind, 505, than when they play out in human. But like my daughter was telling me earlier, because I'm getting kind of gun shy. I'm like, man, I know I talk about living in my pilot and doing this and doing that and be able to go wherever I want, blah, 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 blah. But then my ego, my human part, what's ego? Our pain body? The part that makes us human. Oh, I like that. Ego. A human. I like that. Ego, the part that makes us human. It's our humanness. So, always playing out better in our head than when it's playing out in human. Thank you. And the ego's part in that is, yeah, but you always get these ideas and these thoughts and you do it and it never turns out how it was in your head. Now, I could take that and not take any risks because of looking back at how everything has been, right? But I'll never know unless I do it. I have everything to gain at that point. Even if I realize or decide once I do it that I don't like it. I gained what? Knowledge that what? Not for me, let's do something different. No mistakes, but it's the fear. I would love taking risks. I love doing things different and exciting, packing up and leaving on a whim. I'm all about it. I'm all about that. Always have been. But if I allow the ego, the pain body, as Eckhart Tolle says, hence your own worst enemy is your ego because it wants to stay in its place, right? In its spot, in its comfort, which is not so comfortable for you, is it? Hasn't been for me. Maybe you're different. I can only speak for myself, yo. I love doing things afraid, so stepping out in that. I could find out that I fucking love it. But I'll never know unless I step out in that, right? 808. So these are the things that have been going on in my head, and I was like, I don't have to totally build up the thing. I can build it up as I'm going. I already have a foam pad. I could throw in that bitch. I have Mike's house. I have my son. I have my daughter. For showers, Just what would I do all day long? Sit at a park, maybe? Go visit my granddaughter? I don't know yet. Again, if we... Okay, yeah, that's great. So, if we're too far in the future, and I'm not talking about goals, I'm not going to explain my... You'll either understand because you either will or you won't. That's up to you. That has nothing to do with me. Speaking what's coming through. And I want to hear this, so shut up and talk. We're too far in the future about all that. I don't know about you, but that tends to paralyze, get me stuck. What if? What about right now? We have no idea. We have no idea how things are going to work out. But they will work out one way or another for my best interest, depending on what my best interest is. I have a choice in everything that I do. We always have a choice. It's our choice. So, same with our perspective and the way we look at things, Awareness is, look at my community board, because Back to Good, and a message came through on that, and I wanted to shoot a video about that before when I was getting all that information, but I've been on the phone with my daughter. We've had great conversation, and in talking with people. I'm going out on a fucking, in case you haven't noticed, squirrel moment, okay? Bird. When you hear yourself speak, I don't know about for you, but for me, when I say it and I speak it, I can hear it. You can learn a lot from yourself. From yourself? About yourself? Whatever. So, well, this is where it gets tricky with the planning things out, but if you've ever been a planner and you've planned a bunch of things out, monkey wrenches get thrown in there every now and again, do they not? You know what I'm saying? Things might not go exactly as they planned, and that's where flexibility, adaptability comes in. Flowing, going with the flow. But you'll never know if you love something or not. You don't take risks, chances, step out in fear. Do it afraid. Adrenaline junkie. Adrenaline junkie. Life can be scary or can be exhilarating. It just depends on how you want to look at it and who you are, what kind of spirit you got. If you're always afraid of everything, you'll never do anything. Thank you for that, by the way. It's like I'm having to relearn everything. And that's very fucking interesting. It's mind-boggling. And I dig it. Not being done to you, but for you. It's our perception, our perspective on things. I can't really, it's not really coming, God, this is not really coming to me that, okay, so it's like this. God's always calling me out, my higher self, whatever, is always pointing things out to me. Okay? And we love this. Because if it wasn't brought to my awareness, we've talked about this before, right? Yeah, I'm being reminded of that, yeah. Then we have no idea, and we continue down that same path, down that same road, doing the same things. So, constructive criticism, is it? Or are things being pointed out to you for you to take a look at, and then you have a choice? Do I want to take it this way, or do I want to take it that way? Is it being done to me or being done for me? Thank God I'm aware of whatever said thing. Because now you're in the driver's seat. You've always been in the driver's seat. But unless you're aware of things, how would you ever know? I'm getting the example of, say you get in a new relationship. You're in a new relationship. We're not, we're a little different than we normally are because we don't really want to say things or whatever, right? So we put on a mask to be with this new person or whatever. And then, you guys stay together for a long time. But maybe we've always allowed somebody to get away with things that really bothers us. But we never tell that person. So they have no idea that whatever they're doing bothered you because you never said anything or showed that. And then one day you're like, what the fuck? Have I had this done to me? You know I don't like that. How would I know that? When you tell me otherwise or you don't say anything. If you're not aware, you know, I've said this. How could you be mad at me? And it's not fair to me if you don't talk to me and make these things aware to me. How would I know? And how would I know to change anything? To be different. But then again, the change is my choice, whether I want to or not. There's so many different scenarios that can come into that, right? So we're just being very basic. Somebody's saying, who's we? All of us. I don't know. It's just we. It's like, okay, I guess you could say my higher self, my human and my soul. Well, that's one thing. My higher self, the divine, whatever. It's us. We. So awareness is key. So, you know, it's changing our perspective on things and wanting to be able to take a look within. You know, it just came to my attention that I want to go to the place of how I feel within myself. See, it's my own warped mind, right? For instance, this is what I just came to realize. I was talking to my daughter about. So, in my head, in my mind, I was like, okay, my son and my daughter-in-law, like, oh yeah, you move here, move in with us. And then, you know, now, no, my mind went to, oh, you want me to fail. You're just trying to fuck me up. You guys, everybody just wants me to fail. That might not be it at all. Could it possibly be? Because all I can go off is, what do I talk about? Your own warped mind staring back at you. I get offended. I get hurt. Why? Because that is how I feel about myself. Ding, 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 ding. Wasn't completely aware of that. But if I was to take the things that I say and take that advice and look at it like that, then that's exactly what it is. The only way I could be offended is if that's how I feel about myself, consciously or not. And usually it's unconsciously because we're not made aware. That's why we continue to do that. So take a good look at yourself, taking a good look at myself and going, maybe the illusion I gave to myself, maybe no one's really had it out for, I don't know, it doesn't matter if anyone's had it out for me or not. The only thing that does matter is me, because I'm the one who's always going to be there. It's my journey. I was born by myself. I will leave this earth with me. And everywhere I go, I'm going to be there. It's not a hard pill to swallow for me anymore. Thank God. I like it. Call me out on all my shit. Thank you, God. God loves me enough to do that. My higher self loves me enough to do that. My angels, my passed over loved ones, my spirit guides, my guardian angel, whatever, loves me enough to point out to me the things that need to be pointed out. I don't want to call them good or bad or negative or anything. I just want to, you don't know what you don't know. The difference is once you're aware, then the choice comes in because the awareness is there. This is the accountability. So I could easily go on the side of, oh my God, I feel so foolish. Oh my God, why didn't I fucking see that? Why did the old me, my old paradigm? But see, we're growing. I might even maybe think that way on some things that, depending on the moment, the day, the time, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what the fuck? But then at the end of the day, the only thing that does matter is right meow. And right meow is all that matters. I can't go back and change anything. But I can change my moment now. When you know, you know. Everybody's fairy tale may look different. My fucking fairy tale could change. I don't know because I'm not there yet. I only know from the perspective, from the place, from my learning, from my ascent, whatever, at this moment. That's it. Right? Love, 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 you guys. Ego, the human part of us, the humanness of us. The one thing I don't ever want to change is the fact that I will just fucking jump on shit and go do this and go do that. Living. How bad do you want something? How much have you grown? How much have you learned? How much have you overcome? You'll know by what you do. You'll know them by their fruits. Believe me. I'm not going to say it's so hard for me. I have found it difficult and have really questioned everything. Excuse me, confirmation burp. Excuse me, and again. What does that say? You already know the answer. Right? You already know the answer. What you're feeling is fucking correct. Thank you, Father. My adventure side, my dream, my childlike nature, coming from the place of that innocence. Keep going. I've thought about it. I've talked about it for a long time, so I might as well just fucking do it. Just do it. Get excited about it. And whatever happens along the way is for me, for my growth and my learning, to make me better person, to come home more to myself. Right? Right? You already know the answer. I won't leave the bottom, so let's do this. And dropping pride, I have a big issue with pride, and the only thing of pride I'm talking about is not wanting help from others. That's my biggest pride issue I have. Which is really just stupidity. Because everybody needs help sometimes. And it's okay. But see, this is something I'm working on. My brother from another mother wants to take me shopping today at Whole Foods. He gave me money before, and he's going to help me out. And it's like, you know what? I don't want the help or any of that, because I would prefer to work for it. But you know what? God had to remind me. Father had to put on my heart. I do this. I'm being blessed. I'm being paid for this from somebody else, but it's still payment, right? It's all in how you look at things. My perspective. I don't need to feel bad about myself and put myself down and beat myself up. Ego, the humanness part of me that wants to fucking throw that monkey wrench, put that tree in the road when I'm trying to drive. I just go around the motherfucker. Man, awareness is key. But it's what you do with it. You get knocked down. What do you do with it? Do you get back up, or do you stay down and try to take everyone else with you? That's What'd you do with it? Knock me down. Come on, bring it, motherfuckers. I know I'm going to get up. I fucking know that I'm going to get up. I'm still here. I've been knocked down so much. I kind of almost like it now. All I do. Because I always grow from it. Yeah, there's times where I get fucking weary. I get fucking tired. I want to fucking leave this world, this human, and go home. I get sad. I'll feel sorry for myself or whatever. I have that moment. Before, I used to beat myself up for having those feelings, which, quote unquote, are valid. The beauty part is I don't stay in it anymore. I've learned how to come out of it. I speak because, and I say these things because somebody's coming across these videos that needs to hear something I have to say. That's what I'm here for. Because I'm not sitting in an office and you make an appointment to come in and have to pay me a bunch of money. Aren't you guys blessed? You get it for free. That's on you. Integrity. What were we talking about? Victor or victim? Have you been nice to someone today? That means you. Have you been nice to you? Abundance. Drink more water. I will. Because I'm having kidney pain today. Gallbladder issues, you know what? My human gave me warning signs, and I'm listening. Drinking the fuck out of coffee, but because I love it. It's usually the same cup over and over and over again, because I have to heat it up, because, you know. Unexpected income. I know I'm getting that. You know why? Because in my mind, I'm going to be helping others with that. Right? I will be blessing other people. If someone blesses me, I'm going to be blessing the masses. Focusing on that. Thank you. We'll bring it to you. Thank you. Even quicker. But I believe in the Father. The Father believes in me. These all came out again. It's your fucking choice. Victor or victim. I choose to be victorious. Somebody needed to see that. I'm hearing mediumship abilities. I heard fleek. Anyway. Yeah, being done for you, not to you. Positive changes. You're blessed. Soul's journey. Self-care, Sirena. Do it. No one's going to do it for you. You're almost there. Why? Because it's written in the stars. Because you have healing abilities. Healing comes in so many different forms. The life path involves traveling. Illusions are gone. The veil is being lifted because of you. Your choice if you want to see things or not. It's your choice if you go to the next level, so to speak. Overseas in America. So my daughter just was calling me, so I'm going to call her back. Shifted timelines. So, on the bottom it said, you shifted. So being done, so ego, the part that makes us human. Ego, it's not our enemy. Ego's there to, what's the word? Something change. To, catapult us into change. Ego, can I either use ego? I think ego is meant in the whole scheme of things. This is what I'm getting. In the whole scheme of things, ego is there for our betterment. It's all in how we look at it. We can take any situation, anything, and we can look at it one of two ways. Quote unquote good or quote unquote bad. You know? So, if we've always done things one way and we expect something different, that's fucking insane. That's insanity. Why would you think your life is ever going to change if you're doing, thinking, and the same thing all the time? What's going to change? Has it so far? 54 years old. Has it so far? Well, let's fucking do the opposite of that. Try that for a minute. No, we don't try. Do that and see what happens, right? And you'll find out so much about yourself, about your human, and where it's at by, do you get triggered? Do you get offended? Do you think certain, how are you thinking? What's your viewpoint on things? Like for me, my viewpoint, they just want to see me fail. That's how I feel about myself, because you know what? I was telling my daughter, I'm used to, if I want a fucking place to live, I go fucking get it. 3 fucking savings account, a bank account, money, whatever I fucking want, I go get. That's not the case. Learning a totally different way of being and living now. So, whether anyone felt that way or wanted to do it, it doesn't matter. All that matters is, why am I thinking and feeling that way? Why do I get triggered by them? Because that's how I feel about myself. Duh, Sirena. Easier to speak that to people than to fucking take it and internalize that and look at yourself. But you know what? It was brought to my attention. You know why? Fucking thank you. Lift it. I heard weight lifted up off your shoulders. Why would I get upset that I feel that way about myself? The only way I could get upset is if I don't do anything about it. To me, awareness is key. Now I know. Now it's released. Huh. Well, why do I feel that way about myself? And I just told you why. I'm used to doing da-da-da-da-da-da. And now I can't. Okay, well, now we're not in that place, but we're here. We're better than we were then, because we were so unhappy and unhealed and so unhappy. So unhappy. Even though I had the money, the stuff, and the things. So unhappy. One thing I've been working towards forever and I always wanted was the happiness from within. Being able to come to that place. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I've been saved. Saved from myself. You already know what to do, yo. Yeah, God is within me. Once we can get to that place, it is so much better. You can breathe a sigh of relief to take all that pressure just by looking at yourself. It's a nice place to be. Ciao. fortune, and success. Because when I am successful and thank you, great fortune, then everybody is. One step at a time. But it starts within yourself. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Namaste. It's a beautiful day out. I need to get the fuck outside. Peace.